Dame Dash wants to give you a Rocafella Records chain for spending $10 million purchasing Rocafella Inc. Is it worth it? And is 50 Cent his only hope?
As we all know, 1/3 of Rocafella Inc., which owns Reasonable Doubt, is for sale. And I've gotten a lot of calls, a lot of offers. I don't know if people are hummer stunting, you know, or not. We'll see who shows up. But I definitely got some very healthy offers, and I appreciate those. And, you know, obviously, if someone's trying to hate on the price or trying to devalue it, it would be because they want to buy it, you know, like a first right of refusal. So if you do want to buy 1/3 of Rocafella Inc., you are going to have to bring some bread. And anything over 10 million, I'm going to sweeten the pot. You get an original Rocafella chain from off my neck. So, you know, I say, because I was the only one that gave out Rocafella chains when Rocafella really existed. If I don't give you the chain, it's not a legit Rocafella chain. You get one of these, this is legit. This is the old school one from off my neck. You know, like how when I took one off my neck and gave one to Kanye, Cameron, all that. So, again, if you're going to call, please have the intention of spending some real money and actually completing the transaction. But if you come with the right amount of money, you're going to get a chain. Or, you know, at least you'll have to battle with homeboy on the first right of refusal.
What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you keep sending those cash apps. I appreciate you. Gang, listen. I don't know what is going on, but somehow Dame Dash is offering you a Rocafella Records, the original Rocafella Records chain off his neck, gang. Off his neck, if you purchase 1/3 of Rocafella Inc. at the auction that's coming up, I believe it may be tomorrow. The auction for 1/3 of Rocafella Inc., which is the holder of its most valuable asset, which is Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z's coveted first album. All of the hustlers, everybody in the streets, everybody in the hood reveres this album. A lot of people learned the game from this album. I was in the game, so I was really feeling this album when it dropped. It is a seminal moment for anyone in the streets at that time, right? And no one can deny the impact of Reasonable Doubt. I say all that to say this. Dame is selling it. Jay-Z still owns 1/3. These guys have not patched up anything. They are not friends. They are not buddies. They are not cool. They had a video. They had probably a picture about 10 years ago where they met up and laughed and shook hands and da-da-da. And since then, that thing has went right back to sour grapes, and they are no longer cool. He is not coming to the Rock Nation brunch or nothing like that. Dame Dash is still an outcast in the industry and an outcast to Jay-Z now. I say all that to say this. The video I just started the show off with, Dame Dash is explaining to you that there is a quote-unquote homeboy who is trying to devalue the price of this auction, where he's auctioning the 1/3 of Rocafella Inc., which is valued, it starts at $1 million to purchase this property from Dame Dash, right? Now, Dame Dash did not say in the video that his tax liens and his child support and his lawsuits total over $8 million is what he owes, right? This is not alleged, this is court facts. Dame Dash owes quite a bit of money in taxes, quite a bit of money in his child support and other things of that nature. And that movie that he somehow managed to single-handedly ruin for the guy who put him on, the guy sued him, and he's trying to get like another, I don't know, 800,000, something, whatever it is. It's upwards of $9 million that Dame owes right now already. So Dame wants to push the value of this thing to $10 million, and he's going to give you the chain off his neck if you purchase it for $10 million. Mind you, the bid starts at $1 million. Dame wants to pay all of his debt off and still have a cool $1.5 million, $2 million after he walks away. And nothing wrong with that, right? I hear you, but at the same time, he's blaming Jay-Z for devaluing this sale. Now, I hate to break it to Dame. It's already devalued when you're starting it at $1 million and you're telling them, if you give me 10, I'll give you a Rocafella chain. First of all, who's going to spend $10 million on a Rocafella chain? So you're telling me I can have it for $1 million, but if I get it for 10, I get that chain, right? I get the chain off your neck, right? I don't know anybody in their right mind. Now, who would probably buy this? Let's just be honest. Knowing that Jay's going to take back Reasonable Doubt, the number one, the biggest, and probably the most lucrative, if anything else is lucrative on there, I don't know. But the Reasonable Doubt album is the most lucrative thing. That reverts back to Jay in 7 years, 2031. Jay's getting it back. Jay put out a notice to any potential buyers that you can do whatever you want, but keep in mind, I'm going to take it back in 7 years. Now, Dame is making it like Jay's hating on my sale. Jay's trying to run the price down. He's trying to block my sale. No, homeboy, we don't like each other. I don't like you. You don't like me. That's my property. That's my album. I'm taking it back. I don't want somebody to give you $10 million and then be mad when I come and snatch it back in 7 years. I want full disclosure because, like Dame said, some guy, he said homie, right? He wouldn't say Jay's name, has first right of refusal, right? Which means whatever the price they pay, he can match it. So Jay has a divested interest to make the price low. So you got to think, if Jay's thinking, I'm going to get this back in 10 years, 7 years, but I can get it right now at this auction. I don't need the price jacked all the way up. It's smart business. It makes no sense. And I went on, I'm watching these videos. I'm seeing Choke No Joke saying, oh, Jay trying to block the homie. Jay playing like, what do you say? He's hating. And then I'm like, bro, what are y'all dudes talk about? This is the thing that bothers me. It's old heads still living in the past. This is a business move. At this point, Reasonable Doubt is not getting a part 2 and all that. Reasonable Doubt is done. All this stuff is old stuff. So right now we arguing about old things. I don't know why we arguing about this, right? These are old assets. These things have been in place for, what is it, almost 30 years that we talking about? Almost 30 years? So none of this is new stuff. So we're arguing and tussling over old stuff. At this point, I thought the boss, Dame Dash, who was told in not so uncertain terms to make another Hove, you're still dibbling dabbling trying to get $10 million off some 30-year-old stuff. Where's the other Hove at? Where's all the business move? Everybody, oh, Dame put Jay on. Dame was the reason Jay got what he got. Well, why didn't he make another Jay? I don't understand why we're still going with this narrative that Dame is making this business. This is not a business move. This is a desperation move. This was a court order sale. The courts are forcing this sale. This ain't no smart, he out slicking. No, ain't nothing out slicking about this. Dame trying to run the price up so he can pay his stuff down, which is fine, I get it. But let's not be freaking delusional that this is some kind of business angle. No, Dame owes $8 million or more. He has a property that will probably sell about 1 million, maybe 2. So Dame is gonna still be in debt, and Dame has no more assets to throw at this. My thing about this, I feel like Dame has been trying to live above his means for many years. Right? Dame owes these kids, whatever he owes these kids in child support. Dame owes these taxes. That means you're not paying your taxes. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's a lot of things behind the scene where it's like, oh yeah, Dame doing this, Dame doing that. Dame a big businessman. Well, I understand all that. But at the same time, businessmen pay their taxes every year. Right? Businessmen pay their child support. I'm just going to be honest with you. Unless they don't have it. If you don't have it, that's a whole nother thing. You go to the court, you get it reduced, da-da-da. You don't try to pretend like you're this big boss doing all these bossly things and you're struggling to pay your child support. So what I'm saying is this. When we look at the big picture, right? No one's going to buy a property that's going to revert back to Jay-Z in 7 years. And if they buy it, it's going to be some frat boy. It's going to be Martin Scarelli doing it for promotion, doing it to be seen. I'm the rap boogeyman. Martin Scarelli bought the Wu-Tang album for $2 million, the one that no one can hear, da-da-da. Come to find out it's trash, right? We heard, they all saying it, they finally heard it and it's trash, right? So only person going to buy this is some freaking low-down insider trader that steals money every day anyway, got bags of money that he burns with his cigar. Like somebody with nothing to lose. They'll pay $30 million for it just to say they have it, just to be on the cover of the magazine, right? But outside of that, and even those guys got some kind of stipulations of what they do with their money. They're not just going to throw $10 million at some that Jay-Z going to get back, right? So he's grasping at straws, throwing his chain in. And to me, I'm just going to be honest, and I know a lot of, and I'm not hating on Dame. I'm not hating on Dame. And I understand a move that you're doing that's a business move. But it's low key to try to hype up the Rocafella chain as if that's worth anywhere near $10 million. I'm gonna give you a wild guess. I don't think a Rockefeller chain ain't much more than 50 grand. 50 grand. And if you put bells and whistles on it, you might push it up to 100, right? I don't know who wants a Rockefeller chain like that, other than old heads like me, who was in that era. Maybe Drake will buy one, maybe, I don't know. But I don't know who wants that kind of memorabilia, especially when it's so freaking like shrouded in like the ugly breakup. It seemed like them guys was like mortal enemies. Why would I walk around wearing a Rockefeller chain? I get it. Graf just dropped a dope song, salute to Graf, which I said, Graf just dropped a song called Rockefeller Chain. Dope record. He got Bleak on there. He got Freeway on there. He got, I think, Oskino's on there. A couple people on there. PD Crack. Everybody from State Property. I think they're only missing like one or two, right? And the record's dope. Don't get me wrong. And I also said that Jay-Z need to get on that record. They need to bring the rock back. Jay-Z need to get on the remix. But Graf is talking about his Rockefeller chain, how he almost thought he was never going to get when he finally got the Rockefeller chain. Go check that video out. It's a dope video. Now, at the same time, right, he was in the mix of that company. He was there when it was going on. He just never got the chain. So that's going to mean a lot to him. But to the average person on the street, I don't know how much that chain is going to mean right now. And I'm going to say something blasphemous, dead ass. If you Google Rockefeller chain, you can get a Rockefeller chain on eBay from $25 to like $80. Dead ass. So anybody that really want to just walk around with a Rockefeller chain could go on Amazon or eBay and just get a chain for less than $100. I'm just being honest with you. And this whole movement of fake jewelry is out there right now. Chad, Ocho Cinco, and who else was it? I think it was Tyrese. They all saying that, oh, I wear fake chains. Why would I buy real jewelry when I lose it, right? So it's like, it's not even that serious to have this real stuff no more. So I'm trying to figure out in what world does this Rockefeller chain come into play where I'm going to spend $10 million. No one's going to do that. Now, they'll do it if they're going to make $20 million between here and Jay snatching it back. Now, 50 Cent has entered the chat and offered to buy this off of Dame Dash. And the only person I think will really do this is 50 Cent. I think 50 Cent can make some money off this thing. First of all, he's going to hype up the sale. He's going to make it a social media, like, carnival. It's going to be a circus. He's going to piss Jay off so bad. And the last thing, I'm going to be honest, last thing Jay want is 50 Cent with any stake in that company. Because 50 going to make it difficult. 50 going to make it real difficult. And he probably run up 50 probably run up the brand's worth 3-4 times more than it is by the time he get done hashtagging it and reliving it and talking about all that rock stuff and hyping up Jay-Z and just irritating Jay. It's going to make people go back and listen to Reasonable Doubt. They're going to go back and start wearing them Rockefeller. They're going to get the pro kids and all. They're going to start going back and getting all this old rock stuff. 50 could run it up. So 50 is his only hope. But I know and you know 50 ain't crazy enough to give this man no $10 million. Let's just be honest. So I feel like Dame is in a pressure situation and he's desperate. I'm just gonna be honest. And we get desperate. We all get desperate. It happens, bro. That's life. So I would never knock a man when he's down. I don't think it's funny. I don't think he's down bad. Yeah, he is down bad. But I'm not making fun of Dame. But what I am doing is pointing out the facts that chain is not enough to make nobody buy no $10 million of something they're gonna give right back. Now, like I said, if you can license it, make it real quick, make a whole lot of money real quick, in 7 years, which you could throw a couple of them songs in a couple movies and da-da-da. And I think these dudes still have the right to say no to anything. So you're only a third partner in this. You can't just start throwing it in movies and TV shows and yoga commercials and all of that, because I think you still got to deal with Jay and this guy, which will irritate the hell out of Jay. But at the same time, I feel like people not going to want to get into nothing that they got to split it 3 ways with guys that's going to be very resistant to anything you try to do to make money with it. Jay is going to be very resistant to this, right? So, end of the day, I feel like Dame is pushing a rock up a hill, and Dame need to find another way to make this money that he owes, because I don't see how trying to sell this thing for $10 million is actually going to work in any kind of way, any kind of form or fashion. So, let me know what you think, because it feels like they're trying to vilify Jay as if he's doing something wrong. Dude, I don't like you. You don't like me. Why am I going to make it easy for you to sell this thing? Right? Why am I going to make this something that you walk away with this big bag and save everything, and you got $2 million down? You got, after all the stuff you put me through, after all the stuff you blocked when I was there, you kicking in the room at Def, you kicking in the door at Def Jam, you screaming on people, you shaking people down, you making people not want to work with me because I'm in elbows connection with you. You ruining mad stuff for us behind the scenes. I think Dame is getting what he reaping what he sowed. Dame put all this in the Dame put all this energy in the air. And Dame got the consequences of it, right? Now Dame making a video, oh, somebody asked me why I'm broke, because I put money into my dreams. Let's be honest, Dame, you broke because a lot of people not really trying to work with you. And when they do work with you, as I watch the career, even up to right now, people that do work with Dame, it don't take much longer for them to be like, I can't work with this guy no more. He's too much, I'm all set. To this day. Not like this was 15, 20 years ago. To this day, they're still like, I can't work with this guy. So I don't know, man. Dame got to humble himself. That's it. If he don't humble himself, he's gonna have these same problems forever. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. CLBMG. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share the video. And the people that buy the merch, I design all that merch that you see down below on my website on CLBMG. I design all of those, the what show, the Call It Culture shirts, all of that stuff. So make sure you buy some. And everybody that sends you buy some, tag me. I'm gonna put your pictures, your ats on all my social media channels. Everybody that buys some merch, all right? I'm gonna catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.